in previous shareholder letters. Is that over? Are we in a new world now?
Again, you're making it binary. I don't know. I saw part of Carney's speech. I have a lot of respect for Carney. He did, we're causing some things that may not be good in the long run for America, like, Carney was just in China, and now he's going to go to India and all these things like that. It's not a rupture. If you said to me, has America become unreliable? No. It's just you had total reliance, and now it's less reliable.
It's hard to characterize what the Trump doctrine is, if you will. It's not America first, it's not America alone, it might be America unconstrained, but it has elements that we can now tell. It is a transactional foreign policy. It is a foreign policy that places much less weight actually on alliances. It's a bullying foreign policy. Overall, is that a foreign policy that is good for America?
Yeah, I'm not going to comment on all that, because when you deal with the press, you guys always want binary answers to everything.
I honestly think that's a reasonable question. Is it a good thing for America to have this kind of policy?
Let me correct you a little bit, okay? When I talk to the press, they never asked me to comment on everything that Biden did. And I think he did some terrible things both domestically and in foreign policy. Do I agree with everything that Trump has made? Of course not.
No, but in aggregate, is this a good foreign policy?
I don't know yet. If they were here, if I were talking to the president, I'd be saying exactly what I'm saying. This should be the goal. Here are the ways to get it. These things may be counter to that.
So there's an argument that China is actually the big winner from this approach, because China has stood up to the United States on tariffs and faced down the United States. China is now projecting itself as a stable supporter of multilateralism. Do you think China is the winner from this?
I think that's a real stretch. China has a $15,000 per person GDP. Ours is 85. We're the most dynamic economy and prosperous the world's ever seen. We have 40 military alliances, 140 economic alliances. They have one. They've done a great job in so many things, but they still import 10 million of barrel oil a day. Yeah, this has created some openings for them. Are they going to be the best economic or military alliance for a lot of the people out there who are mad at America? Probably not. So, so I take a deep breath in that one, and it's easy to say. I think they've done things right. They have serious problems. In their economy, they've got, kind of two economies, the consumer, real estate, misallocation of capital, huge investment in technology. I applaud them. Let them, cars and batteries and stuff like that. But whether that works over a long period of time, I do not know. They, on their own, without us, okay, and you guys always forget to mention this, Korea, Japan, Australia, Philippines, they're all rearming on their own. That's China's actions caused that, not America's, actions. We're part of that. I remember between Rahm Emanuel and his ambassador, how they're working with, they've got Korea and Japan working together. They're going to rearm, which I think they have to at this point. And so, yeah, this is a lot of things taking place here, not just one.
Yeah.
And so I try to keep open-minded about all those things and give as best advice as I can to my country or other people when asked.
There are a lot of things happening at the same time. But I'm just trying to get a sense from you about the scale of the moment. Do you think this is, Prime Minister Carney has called it a rupture. Do you think this is we are shifting, is this post-war order that we all talked about, including you, I think, in previous shareholder letters, is that over? Are we in a new world now?
Again, you're making it binary. I don't know. I saw part of Carney's speech, and I have a lot of respect for Carney. He did, we're causing some things that may not be good in the long run for America, like, Carney was just in China, and now he's going to go to India and all these things like that. It's not a rupture. If you said to me, has America become unreliable? No. It's just you had total reliance, and now it's less reliable. It's probably more which is now...
Now we're talking semantics. This is my profession, not yours. I mean, less reliable. At some point, you become unreliable.
Well, we're still a military ally to all 40 countries. When I talk to our military, they're geared up to defend their allies around the world. Trump hasn't stopped all that. So I think it's time for people to take a little bit of a deep breath. That does not mean I like it all. And of course, all my Democratic friends send me notes. You got to say this. You got to say that. You got to say this. And my point is, well, no, they never go through any detail whatsoever. They just huff and puff and get angry, and that doesn't work. So. I know what I believe in. I'm going to write some more about it in my chairman's letter about policy I think that work or don't work, and that's what I'm going to do.